Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, March 16th, 2022 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I take time to be responsible to my spiritual flow. And over these next few days, as we build into this full moon, we're working with the polarities of Pisces and Virgo. And this is the ideal time to recognize the divine in the mundane, to recognize the divine in the ordinary, to take your time and connect to spirit in whatever way that is. As I was sitting here, feeling through these energies, I love this poem, Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. And part of it is like, you don't have to be good. You don't have to crawl on your knees in the desert for 40 miles, Mimi paraphrasing. And that's the thing, you don't have to sit in meditation for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour. You don't have to pray the rosary. You don't have to pray the whole mala. You don't have to sit in front of the astrology and, figure it out for everybody. I'm grabbing my mala, connected to a pendulum. That's what happens when you keep them in the same bowl. You don't have to do any of these things. You don't have to do a million yoga poses. What you need to do is take time to acknowledge the divine in your world, the divine in yourself, the divine that surrounds us in any given moment, the magic that exists for us. And so often we get so caught up in the mundane, in the details, in the have-tos, in the shoulds, in the gottas, in the doing. And this is a call into the being, and just recognizing that. I wish I had a sound effect right there, the spark in the being. And take a breath and recognize that you exist in that. I would rather it be like a little twinkle sound, like Mimi sound effects, right? You thought you were coming for a horoscope, but I am just displaying my multitude of gifts for sound effects. There's Wolf ringing the bell for us. Twinkle bells. Been trying all day to get that little feather toy down, and is very close to doing so in her own magic. Anyway, twinkle bells. That's the work of these next few days. And this work will help carry us through as we finish Pisces. It's like the essence of being born. When you come in. Everybody loves like new baby smell and all of that, because I think that the baby, in the smell and in a baby's essence, whether it's a baby human or baby animal, they capture that twinkle of the divine. And it's that remembering in us that we like so much. And so this is a call. Pisces is like that place before being born into the world again. The Aries energy that's incoming. This is a call to remember that and take your time to exist in that. Now, what I like about this scope and how it came through is that, again, this doesn't mean you have to sit and do the rosary. You don't have to do anything any guru has ever told you to do to have this sparkle of the divine. It's in you. If you like to do anything that enhances it, yoga or pulling cards or, I don't know, meditation or sitting with the astrology or doing your mala or toning, ringing a bell, whatever it is that you've been taught in your spiritual practice, that's just additional to the that's already there. So today we actually have Pallas and Chiron meeting together in Aries. And while there's many essences that this can take on, it's at 11 degrees, it's a master degree, but I think that's one of the things that patriarchy has done to spirituality. It's tried to put rules on spiritual. And the thing is, if there's anything you can't really put rules on, it's the spiritual. Especially, again, as it exists, as the sparkle within each one of us. And so remembering that as part of this day of healing, as part of releasing that patriarchal energy, that will be very powerful for you. Spirituality is our own, within ourselves. our connection with the divine, as much as anybody wants to hijack it, it's always going to be yours. And I encourage you to claim that today and utilize that in your daily. And then moving forward with that, right? So let's talk about that Pallas Chiron conjunction. We have that exact conjunction happening today. This is also, this takes it even a step further. It's in the sign of Aries. Aries is the sign of I am. And so with Chiron in Aries, all of us are doing deeper healing work on who we are and allowing ourselves to move through those layers and peel off the layers of who we've been told we should be, right? With Pallas sitting on top of Chiron, it's recognizing those patriarchal mantles that we have taken on over time and where we may be enforcing that in ourselves and in others. And this energy can be super sneaky. So do be very aware of that, especially at this 11 degrees. And again, it all comes back to that spark, I think, of spirit, the divine within us. We all have that divine connection. And just remembering it, that no matter what, that energy is sovereign within you, I think is a huge step in moving beyond some of these mantles that we have picked up over time. What else do we have going on today? We have Mercury today, Mercury in Pisces, opposite the moon. Now that's not going to be until the evening, so it's a relatively quiet day besides that Pallas and Chiron connection. But moon opposite Mercury. Again, calling in the divine, calling it in your own way, making that connection. Mercury can also be about connection. Making that connection in your own way. What feels aligned? Gratitude, faith, journaling, singing a song, laying in a bath, petting your cat. There's so many different ways that spirit becomes alive in you. And it's making that connection, recognizing that connection in and through it. Now with the moon in Virgo, there is some emphasis on the body. And so it might be your attention to your body through the day. I do like to say Virgo is actually more than just the body. Virgo, I think, is where we, really tune into the collective, the body, mind, spirit, soul, and heart. But the body is kind of that physical reality inducer, experiencer in this collective. And bringing some attention to your body may also help you connect deeper to spirit, recognizing your body as the temple, as the houser of the within yourself. So the only other connection we have today will be the moon and Uranus, again in the evening, connecting. This is a trine. This is an opportunity for a level up. But again, anytime we have that Uranus energy, sometimes there can be a little challenge in that. So do recognize that. I will say that as we're building to this full moon, sleep may become a little interesting. The electrical vibes may start spiking up. So again, paying attention to your body may help you in that rest state that we all need. Card-wise, I love that I have at the top of the cards the Ordinariness card, always reminding us to take some time to recognize the divine in the everything, in your surrounding moments. I also have the Be Here Now card, dropping into your body. Again, recognizing your body as the transporter of the divine. Ooh, I think I could get in trouble saying this, but this is what popped into my head. I don't even remember. I grew up Catholic. I went through a million years of Catholic school. Let me preface by saying that. I think the Ark of the Covenant housed the commandments, right? I believe so. And what popped into my head, you are the Ark of the Covenant. But truly, you do house, in that sparkle moment, the golden rule. Love yourself, love one another, right? So... And I don't know, do with that what you will, but seeing the divinity in yourself today and being totality in that energy. And what does that lead to? Healing. Huge healing layers moving through for us and releasing this old conditioning that we have been holding on to for so long. So long. And then here we go. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Recognizing the divine. The poetry. All right, so I'll leave that there. Interesting scope, right? This is Pisces, the end of Pisces. This is what it does. You can book a reading. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values. Namaste.